Hello everyone, and welcome to another weekly connection. And here today we have quite a crew. Lady Nada, Lady Portia are leading today, and Lord Kutumi, of course, Lord Mahay is here, and Joelle Call. And Joelle Call is very much working with the ladies today, which he enjoys doing. And we're taking full advantage of Lady Nada being with us for as long as she is. So she has been even in sessions and doing the weekly connections. So we're enjoying that very, very much. So let's do our connection. Okay, and we'll get our Cosmic Thrust Oil out, and we'll put one drop in our hands. Good. And remember, if you don't have it, it's all right, because I'm going to connect us now through the energies. You are not bound by time and space at all, right? Bring it up to your energy field, cup your hands together. Just take that deep breath in. And that 15-second meditation aligns you heaven and earth, puts more at your solar plexus, and allows you to hold and stay grounded. So Lady Nada chose the word again today. And that word is persistence. That we must persist in being the light. With everything that's going on out there in the world today, it's easy to get knocked off and get into different directions, but we must persist in being the light seeds that we are. It doesn't come overnight. It comes with practice, that you are able to eventually observe yourself, as she said before, and be that persistent, consistent light source for other human beings on the planet. This is our job as light seeds. This is what we're here for. And every star child is here to be a light seed, to be that beacon of light, no matter what. So we persist in training ourselves, in getting better and better and better. And it's just like when you first start meditating. At first you don't feel it, you transcend, and then your mind goes da 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 da, and you're like, oh no, I can't do this. No, you just persist. You just say, okay, mind, we go back. We don't get uptight about it. We don't get so concerned about it. We just go back into being that light force. So you practice wearing your shield 24/7. You practice radiating that light in everything that you do and in everything that you say. And it takes practice. I think I started practicing doing this when I was like 18 or 19 years of age. And man, I would have all sorts of magic moments, as we call them, in the beginning. And it doesn't mean you'll never fall off the mountain, because you will. Guaranteed. That's not the thing. When you're in a human body, you're here for human experience. The more you practice, the more you persist on being that light, the easier it gets, the less magic moments you will have. You will find it very difficult to fall into the drama, the cha-cha that normal humans feel before they learn to be the light. So you want to practice being that light, because it keeps you out of the drama and it spreads love to the planet. But remember, you first. You get that greatest amount of love. You, right, are nurtured first, with the most, with the biggest dose. And that's how the light works. So you keep going at it and going. And you practice and practice. And when you fall off your mountain and you lose that perspective, we have a mantra. My students know it well. Are you ready? Oops. Oh well. Let's get back and do it again. So you radiate that light 24/7 with occasional oopsies. And remember, don't get mad about the oopsies, because that makes you stronger. It gives you the dynamic Remember last week we talked about dynamic will. It gives you that dynamic will to persist in being the light. So it's okay. And thank God we're not here to be perfect. Because as I always say, if we were meant to be perfect, we'd be screwed. Every single one of us. There isn't a human being. You cannot be a human being and be perfect. That is not the goal. That is not the goal. The goal is to have this human experience and to be as light bound as you can. To be radiating that light as much as you can. 24/7 a day. To grow in the light. This is what we're here for. To grow in that light. And it's a good job. And it's a good purpose. So as a light seed, remember every star child is destined to be a light seed in that they will radiate out that light to all of humanity. This is what we do. So we are persistent in getting ourselves to get better and better and better. Stronger and stronger and stronger beacons of the light. Radiating love to humanity. I have lots of experience with this. It was like Pat and I were talking where I have an experience. There was a place in Chicago, I'll tell you that story. And I went into an Indian restaurant, of course. And I went into a restaurant and I hadn't been there in 2 or 3 years. And the woman, as you walk in, she goes, "Oh my God, it's so good to see you. Where have you been? I haven't seen you in so long." And Pat's like, "Why do people do that with you? I can be somewhere." It happened last week where I went into a place I hadn't been there in a year and a half. And he's like, "Oh my God, good to see you again." It's not me. It's the light they recognize. They recognize that light that I carry. They recognize the little Johnny light seed. That's what they're so happy to see. And they're so happy to have me radiate that light to them. And they can just gobble up that light because we all need love. There isn't a human being on the planet that can't use more love. So it's our job to radiate that love. Us first. You need the love the most. So give it to yourself. When you bring that waterfall of light into yourself, you first fill yourself up and persevere. Be persistent at being that light, tethering yourself to the earth. Einstein had a favorite thing. I love this. I love it. He was able to hold his concentration for 45 minutes. The average person can do it for 1.5 minutes. And he would do this thing where he would say, "I won't be bothered by that anymore." And he'd make a little check mark on the paper. And his mind would get so pissed off at him, it would shut up. And that's what we're doing. We're continuing to remind ourselves, continuing to say, "No, I am the light. No, I'm holding that light." Right? I hold that energy inside of me. I'm going to whack that light inside of me. Give myself all the love that I need. All the love I can carry. And radiate it out to help others. So we're going to persist in being light seeds, in doing our light work every single day, 24/7. And I said, you want to really make sure you put your shield on in the morning, but at night is really important too, because we connect through the collective consciousness at nighttime. And as a light seed, you're here to teach others how to radiate that light without going into the gas tank, the vital force of people. And the more we learn it, the more they learn it. Everybody gets to be the light seed. And the planet right now needs so much us to radiate that love as much as we can, because the world needs love. And people are tired of drama, but they don't know how to get out. You don't know how to get out. When I started this when I was younger, I had a lot of drama. I did. But you learn to get out of it. And if you have a magic moment, and life brings magic moments, you are able to shift right out of it. And the drama shouldn't last more than a minute and a half. Right back out, back, right up to the top of the mountain, and you are that light. Because that's your job. That's your job. The light seed that you are. So go ahead. Practice it. Go ahead and be persistent about being a light seed 24/7 a day. It's our job, and we love our job. So, you know, if Einstein can hold that concentration for 45 minutes, that's pretty good. But of course, you know, some of you, if you're long-term meditators, you hold it even longer, depending on how long you're meditating and transcending for. But I like that little story about his method of doing it. So, be persistent. Persist. Train your mind. Be there. And when you go into the drama, say your mantra, oops, oh well, and get right back to it. And that's all it is. And we're here in this life as a training to be these light seeds. This is what we want. This is what we strive for. And the drama falls away the more you are the light. And the more you share it. And people recognize that light. Because we all want love. Love is where it's at. So let's do it. Let's hook ourselves in. So you're going to bring that wonderful gold light, that viscous light in from source, and it's going to come down into your body, out your feet and out your toes into the earth, and crunch onto that light, that grid of system rather, of the mother. That's her energy field. And I like to wiggle my toes because I like to feel that energy, and then I bring it up the back of me, right? And that's the mother energy, that nurturing, loving energy that nourishes you and allows you to sustain yourself. And then we bring it back down, that we have that strength, courage, that yang energy of the father, back up, the mother. And I want you to just do it now. Just do that orbit. Just run it. Just run it. Just let it go. Round and round. Round and round. Fast, right? Round and round. And it just is radiating there. That orbit. You're that orbit of light. Now you're that lighthouse. Now you're that beacon of light. Just radiating it. And it's only you. You're not sending it out. You're not doing anything. You're just gobbling it up. Right? Because we need to gobble that light. We do. We're in a human body. So gobble away. So do that. Now bring it down, and then now bring it up and let it waterfall out the top of your head. And it goes first to your root aura, which will work on your physical body and your purpose in life and all of those things that you wonder about in being in a human form. And it'll allow you to know your purpose is to be the light seed. Your purpose is to radiate light, first to yourself, and then to humanity. And then into your sacral chakra. And oh my goodness, the planet is so caught up in the sacral chakra. I call it your should and your should not chakra. Because it's everything you've been told you should and shouldn't do. And when the sacral chakra is in balance, you choose for the light and for the good. So you don't need a doctrine. You don't need rules. You don't need laws. It comes from inside when that sacral chakra is in balance. So we fill that up to help humanity and ourselves and all of our history of lifetimes by filling up that sacral aura with that light. And then the solar plexus, where we connect, right? That's where the collective consciousness is. That's where thought is in the aura of the in the aura of the collective consciousness. And that we want to shift from people going me, my, because it's your power center. But true power is love, not my, not me, not my ego. So we're going to radiate that out so the people relax. They're quiet, and just feel that light, feel the love. And instead of us all grabbing, groping for that energy, we just know it's there. And the big thing about wearing your shield is it allows people to shift that energy, right? From groping for energy into just being the energy. And then into the heart where we radiate that love. Not a human being who doesn't want more love. We all want love. We all want peace. That's what we want. And the more we practice being the light seeds, the more we bring that into our lives. And then in your throat, where you radiate that out, you be the light. You be that light seed. That's what people see. That's what they react to. That energy, that vibration of love. And we bring it into the third eye, where now we remove any doubt within ourselves and within humanity about who we are and what we're doing. And the more we radiate that through our aura, the more human beings will feel it. The more star children will go, "Ooh, I want to be a light seed too. I want to do that. It feels really good. Let's do that." And then your crown chakra, where you are the divine being, sent here to radiate, to be that beacon of light, connecting heaven and earth. And then we radiate that out a good foot so that everyone can munch and crunch that light. And so that it is our shield so that we can now observe the life, and we are persistent about being that light, and we are persistent in holding that light in our aura at all times to help humanity grow and to help humanity experience love on the grander scale of love. And that's our job. So wear your light, be the light seed, and persist. Just keep being persistent. And keep putting your shield on, and keep putting your shield on over and over again until it's there for you 24/7. I have a workshop coming up on April 3rd, and it's going to be at 3 o'clock Pacific time. And so join us there. It's really inexpensive. It's only an hour and a half. And we're talking about the levels of consciousness in the mortal realms and karma and how they interact. And then, of course, like me and all that stuff, right? All right, everyone. I love you all. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.